I'm Brayden. And you're watching the Spartan Stand.
South Warren's annual talent show was on April 23rd and was a success. Great job to all Spartans who participated. Let's now take a look at last year's first place winner.
Tune in next time to receive the results for this year's talent show.
Recently, 25 students from around Warren County earned honors in the Duke Talent Identification Program.
The students from South Warren Middle School earning state recognition are Thomas Brock, Ian Crabtree, and Caitlin Lindeland.
And the students from SWMS receiving state and grand recognition are Cy Boyer-Gardy, Bryson Frank, and Zachary Mers.
I'm Grace Coleman here with Sam Gage, an 8th grader on the baseball team. So how do you think this season's going so far?
It's gone pretty good, but we probably should have won more games than we have.
How are you going to prepare for the upcoming district tournament?
By practicing and getting better and doing as best as we can.
What do you think has been your strongest asset as a team this season?
Well, we're pretty good at hitting dingers, so...
Yeah. The business. Yeah.
The IXL Math and Language Arts competition between 7 Silver and 7 Black started on April 1st and goes through May 1st.
Students should use the STAR reports given to them in class to choose their IXL skills.
Only the skills from these reports will count.
I'm ready for school.
Must have fingertip length shorts or skirts. No phone out on school grounds. No food outside of the lunchroom. Third tile, single file, level 0. No see-through clothing, no crazy hair, and no candy.
Which is the correct way to follow the expectations?
Which is the correct way to follow the expectations?
Which is the correct way to follow the expectations?
Which is the correct way to follow the expectations?
The Youth Service Center is requesting 3 ring binders, pencils, and tissues.
I'm Parker Stovall here with this week's Mystery Teacher. So, Mystery Teacher, what college did you attend?
The University of Kentucky.
Do you have any kids?
About 128 on my team.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of school?
Try to stay dry these weeks.
How do you expect your students to perform on K-Prep?
They better all go distinguished.
And what is your favorite food?
Anything that won't bite me back.
Okay, thank you, Mystery Teacher.
This week's mystery teacher is Mr. Stovall. Mr. Stovall is the Blue Team's history teacher. He taught social studies for 7 years at Drakes Creek Middle School, was vice principal at Moss Middle School for 5 years, and is now teaching his first year at South Warren. He enjoys being with his family and watching UK games.
Total Fitness will be giving out sports physicals on April 25th at 9 a.m. for $10.
Great job to the students who performed in the choir concert last Thursday night. Keep up the good work.
Congratulations to the 2015-2016 South Warren Middle School cheerleading team.
Mr. Cassidy, Subject 1. In Intro to French, the students have been learning how to say numbers, days of the week, and months of the year. They have also been researching famous sites in France and have been focusing on the French involvement in the American Revolution. Mr. Downey, Subject 2.
Currently, in leadership, the students are working on writing letters to people who have made a difference in their lives. Following this, they will begin talking about the qualities essential to being a leader.
We have another subject, Mr. Esters, Subject 3. In crime scene investigation, the students are discussing and examining why criminal detectives and jurors are using forensic science more than eyewitnesses to solve crimes and reach accurate verdicts in criminal trials. Mrs. Hardcastle, Subject 4.
In Fashion Design 2, students are working on creating a fashion retail store. They decided what types of clothes they would sell and then design a retail store around their design theme. Students also worked with Ms. Hardcastle to learn how to properly use the sewing machine.
Mr. Steelman, Subject 5.
Currently in biology lab, students are working on dissecting frogs and will soon start to dissect pigs.
Reach Mr. Spire's room, Subject 6.
In America, the Story of Us, students created many drama plays about groups that moved west during westward expansion.
Remember, Book Lovers Club members, there will be a poetry slam at your next meeting on April 30th.
Bring your favorite poem to celebrate National Poem Month.
How many seats are in the auditorium?
1,800,000,000.
971.
How many years has Mr. Bushelman worked here as the principal?
4, 2.
What is the overall wins that SWMS has had in sports?
456.
687.
260.
How many students are in SWMS?
500.
How many teachers are in South Warren Middle School?
34. No, I can make me feel so good. How do we stay so long together when everybody...
Girls basketball open gyms are every Tuesday and Thursday right after school till 4:15.
Volleyball players who want to attend open gym need to bring a physical to the next open gym.
I'm Ashley Vandiver here with Miss Spears, who is in charge of Night of the Arts. What is Night of the Arts?
Night of the Arts is going to be a really fun night for everybody, and it's going to be a showcase of all the arts and things that we do here at South Warren Middle School. We're going to have like technology there, we're going to have family consumer science and different fashion things and all different sorts of music things. The band, the strings, the choir are all going to be participating. And we're going to have visual art set up, so we're going to have the all these different tables set up in the auditorium lobby where everybody can kind of walk around and look at all the different projects that all the kids have been doing, and then we're going to have a concert at the end of it. So.
Awesome. And how are the related art teachers preparing for this night?
The related arts teachers have been getting some things ready to put at their table and doing different projects with the students so they can display them at the showcase. And also the music teachers have been preparing music to play at this concert, so it's going to be really cool.
So how is the band getting involved in this?
The band is actually we're going to have a table set up, and we're going to have like an instrument petting zoo where you can come and try out different instruments, and we're also going to be having a concert afterwards along with all the other music, the choir and the strings, so it's going to be really cool.
All right, thank you.
Feeling my way through the darkness.
April is National Poetry Month, so make sure to follow SWMS Media Center on Twitter to participate in some poetry activities.
And April 30th is Poem in Your Pocket Day.
Hi, I'm Hannah Hurt here with Ms. Littlefield, the Building Assessment Coordinator at South Warren. So, what does KPREP stand for?
KPREP stands for Kentucky Performance Rating for Educational Progress.
Okay. So, what do you feel like students should do if they make a mistake on KPREP testing?
KPREP has very strict guidelines, and one of those things is that students are not allowed to go back to previous answers or work ahead. And so if you find that you have skipped pages, or you're writing in the wrong space, or you're taking literally the wrong test, don't panic, don't start to erase, and immediately just raise your hand. Your teacher will be circulating around the room, and just explain to your teacher, and your teacher will know how to handle that situation. It's important that you are aware of the test that you're supposed to be taking. If you're taking reading, make sure you're in the reading section. If you're taking social studies, make sure you're answering in the correct place in social studies. But your teacher is there to help you in those situations. So never start erasing before you talk to your teacher. Your teacher can help you, and we can get that fixed.
When the students finish their test and there's still extra time left over, what do you feel like they should do?
That time that's left over, once you've answered everything and you look up and you see that there's time remaining, that's really important time, because that's your opportunity to not feel the rush of the clock. So that's when you can go back and make sure that you've given thoughtful answers, and you can check and make sure that there aren't any blanks, make sure you've said what you want to say if that section includes an ECR, go back and include anything that you may have left out. You can go back and you can make sure that everything's erased. That's really valuable time. We don't allow students to get out a book or to work on anything else. That's all you have to do. You've got that block of time, and you just need to use it to make sure that your results reflect your skills and understandings.
All right, thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Spartan Stand.
See you next time.
A few moments later.
Why are they stuck in the picture?
I don't know. Let's get them out.
Okay.
See you next time.